Hi everyone, thanks for your interest in Redis's Engage digital platform. In this video, I will show you how you can build an appointment reminder app using our REST API. But before we get into the details, let me give you a brief overview. Engage Digital is a CPaaS platform with programmable voice, video, and media analytics capabilities. We provide various tools for developers to create communication applications with enriched conversational AI capabilities. We will discuss two of them here, REST API and Engage Markup Language. With our REST API, you can make a voice and a video calls, get call records, create conference room, invite someone to join a conference room, etc. You may ask, that's great. But how about more advanced call control feature, like a transfer call to another party, record and transcribe the call? Are they available via REST API? Yes, they are. From your application, you can pass all such call control embedded as EML parameters in our call API and as a response to our notification on different call events. So for example, you can add one of our play announcements when someone answers the call. We have many such EML verbs which you can use to control the calls. Let's see all this in action now in the application reminder app. A2P stands for application to person, also known as B2C, business to customer. So A2P application has many examples like appointment reminder, marketing survey, or any kind of notification where application need to deliver to the customer. So Redis Doctor appointment reminder is one of the demo application implemented by Redis's team and using the REST API. So I'm going to explain how this demo application is implemented so that you can use the REST API to implement the similar application by yourself. And as I said, the data appointment is just one of the examples. So many other A2P use case can be implemented using the same REST API. In order to explain how this demo application is implemented, I need to run a quick demo. And because this is a A2P call, so I need to use my mobile app as a person to receive an incoming call. So this is the screen share of my my mobile phone, and on my mobile phone, I'm running a mobile app which is able to make or receive call on the virtual number. And this mobile app is also implemented by Redis's Engage team, which is a very good tools to testing all the Engage application. So on this mobile app, I'm going to log in as a customer using 98765 as my virtual number. So you can see this virtual number maps to a SIP address, and on the website, okay, let me resize it a little bit so we can see both window clearly. Okay, this web page pretending you are an admin person in the doctor office. This web page is used by admin person to send a appointment reminder message to one of their patient. And you can define the patient number here. So in this case, I'm put the 98765 as the tree number, and I'm going to click submit. After I click submit, this web application will send the REST API request to the EDP platform, which will make an A2P call to this virtual phone. Okay, got the incoming call. I'm going to answer it. Turn on the speaker.
Hello, this is a friendly reminder of your upcoming appointment at Radis's office with Dr. Brown. This appointment is tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. To confirm this appointment, please press 1. To cancel this appointment, please press 2.
Okay, I'm going to
Your appointment
confirm.
has been confirmed. Goodbye.
Okay, call is completed, and so this output window on the web page display all the call status and event history in real time. So now let's move this out so we can have a bigger picture of this. So let's see what happened from the beginning. So as soon as I click the submit button, the first thing that web application does is to send a REST API request. So here is the body message of the REST API request. So you can see it's a from number and to this 98765 number, and this is because it's a virtual number, so it's mapped to a SIP address, and it's a voice call, and here, so I define application UI, which it's a XML document, tell EDP and what action to take when the A2P call is established, and the status callback define another URI to tell EDP whenever the call event happens, and this is the URI you need to send a notification. And here the status callback event lists all the events called status event that application is interested to receive. So whenever those event happens, the EDP will send those event to this address. Okay, so first let's look at the client side code, how this REST API request is built and sent. The client side is mainly implement using HTML plus JavaScript, and I'm going to skip all the HTML code which used for this web page design, but only focus on the JavaScript code, which is to send this REST API request. So this is the JavaScript code. So this function is called when user clicks the submit button, and inside this function you can see it tries to build the body message for the REST API request, and whatever the user enter in the web page, including the phone number they pick and the true number they specify, it will be included here in the body message, and everything else is kind of hard-coded for now for the demo application. And then it will call this function to make a REST API request. And inside this function, you can see I'm building a HTTP post request, and I need an account ID in the request URI, and I also need an API key in one of the HTTP header. So account ID and API key is something you will get from EDP team after you create account. So let me show you how to find your account ID and API key. So here, so let's say you have account in EDP. After you log into your developer portal, you will see there's a admin service, and under admin service you will see API key. Okay, here is the account ID and API key. So you need your account ID and API key to send the REST API request to EDP for authentication purpose. Okay, and and we also provide a server-side SDK it's available in either JavaScript or a PHP programming language, and it's optional. You can choose to use our SDK, or you can build the send HTTP request by yourself, because the JavaScript itself also provides a very simple API to send a HTTP request. Okay, back to this. So after you send HTTP REST API request, you will get the response, and then you start to monitor the call status. So because you have registered the status callback, so whenever there's a change on the call status, you will get the notification from EDP. So this is why we're able to, print the all the event, history in real time whenever a call is initiated, when it's raining, and when it's in progress, and whenever it's completed. And as I said earlier, so this URI is the application URI define, what action that the EDP need to take after the call is established. So let's look at this code. So this is the code running on the server side. The main.xml code contains the a getter function. So this is written using engage markup language called EML. The EML define a number of verb which can instruct the EDP to do a number of things like a play, record, collect. So the getter is to do a play collect function. So inside the getter, you can see there's a say element. So this is to play the appointment reminder message to the user, and whenever it's finished, waiting for user input. Here we define input type as DTMF. The speech input is also supported, but in this demo currently we're using DTMF input. And whenever DTMF input is received, it will execute this action, which is implement using the PHP code. And inside this PHP file, you can see we check the user input. If it is DTMF1, we will play the message, say appointment has been confirmed. And if the DTMF key number 2 is collected, then we will play the message like your appointment has been canceled. And the user input also saved in the file on the server side, and which can be retrieved, read by the web application, so that at the end of the call, this application know, okay, what is the user input. Now is able to print this final message here to let the doctor office know the appointment has been confirmed by the user, so that they can update the database and the status of the appointment accordingly. But that application is outside of the scope of Engage API. But the main thing I'm going to show here is using the Redis REST API, you can easily make a request to EDP to make a A2P call, and then monitor the call status in real time. Okay, thank you for watching, and hope this helps.